I don't know if it's working. This is hilarious. The YouTube channel is not showing that it is working. Four people waiting. I'll try this again. Hello friends, Corey Williams here from Daydream Studios, and today I'm going to be live streaming my process of creating a kids show in Unreal Engine 5. So making sure everything is working on the streaming side of things. I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna just move forward. So moving some stuff over. Okay, so I work on a very big screen. You're gonna be seeing me looking off this way as I watch my content. I suppose I could switch it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Actually, let's do that. Let's switch it. So real quick, I'm just readjusting everything. I am going to be starting this whole process pretty much from scratch. Well, not completely from scratch. The assets that I have are already pre-built. And let me go ahead and show that. Yes, we're good. Okay. This way is showing that. Yes, we're good. Everything's happy. Audio levels are good. Yeah, so this is the world of the silly crocodile. And the last couple of days, I've just been trying to get myself back into the mindset of creating a kids show because it's been a little while. A lot of the things that I've been creating lately have been mainly just random projects that I just felt like doing that weren't related to this kids channel. So spent a lot of time with my kids, obviously, over the summer break, and I'm listening to the things that they loved and the things they miss and the things they want to do. And so the things that I'm doing here is very much based on that, but also based on things that I really enjoyed about the channel. So we're going to try to keep this simple. We're going to try to keep this not too overly complicated because I would like to have a video done today, like really just something, you know. I've got one meeting to do today, and so I will take a little bit of a break for that meeting, but otherwise we will be off to the races creating some stuff. So here's what I've done to sort of start things off. I went to Epidemic Sound. This is where I get my music. It's just you know, quick, easy place to go get music. And through Epidemic Sound, I was like, okay, well, what can I find? And so I found Butterfly. And the song Butterfly I found, or from Butterfly I found this song here. I'll go ahead and play it. Oh wait, that's not it, sorry. This is it. Right, you get the tone. So it's this kind of this fun little happy-go-lucky sound that I'm like, okay, that works, that's fun. And so I think for this episode, you know, the song is only 2 minutes, 9 seconds long. I think for this episode, I'm gonna keep it real simple and create something that isn't really dialogue driven, but is just kind of like something that I loved about Pixar early on was like they didn't focus on dialogue with their shorts, you know, like they would just go like For the Birds. I think there was one that was like called For the Birds, and they're all just hanging on the line, you know, like there was no talking. And then another one, it was Tinny, whatever. A little toy was just wind up, and this kid's like chasing the toy and all that. I want to do that. And so I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do today. So I've downloaded that. I've got to import it into my project here. And so yeah, that's my plan. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. I can see chat here, so I can try to answer any if there are any questions from you live. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my content drawer. We are now inside Unreal Engine 5. I'm going to open up my sounds folder. There's my sound effects. Do I have a music folder? I usually have a music folder. It's been a minute, dude. I haven't really looked closely. All right, what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to create one. So right click, I'm going to go up to new folder. And then I'm just going to create a folder here. It doesn't really have to be anything crazy. And I'm just going to call it music. That's fine. And then this is where I'm going to import the audio that I've just downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and import, and then I'm going to find my downloads folder, Butterfly Chase. There we go. Brings it into the project, save it. I'll save everything. And then just for my own brain, I like to keep things clean. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit F2, and then I'm gonna hit S for sound, underscore butterfly chase. Actually, yeah, that's what I'll call it. Just I'll call it music underscore butterfly chase. That way I know it's music and then it's the song Butterfly Chase. So good, we got that. That's in our scene or in our project now, so we can call it up later. So now what I need to do is turn on my controller here. So I'm using, what is this? MSI Force GC30V2 controller. I mean, it's just a generic control that I can plug into my PC and be able to move around. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna, hey Chief, hey Cloudy. I'm gonna go ahead and start this up, get out of the way, Steam, and yes, okay, so we've got motion here. I'm not using this to make the camera angles. I'm actually gonna be using this 3D Connection space mouse that I just got. It's freaking awesome, but that's gonna be for later. But this is what we're gonna use to control the silly crocodile. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to selected viewport to play this. And as you can see, we can move silly crocodile around. I'm just going like that. I can control the eyes with this control here, and I can jump with either that button or this button. And there's a lot more that I could do, but for now, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm using, for the face, I'm using my iPhone to control the face. And you can actually download this for yourself if you have the Unreal Engine Marketplace. Face 2D Live is what I'm using to control the silly crocodile's face. So yes, I do sell that. I think I've got it down to like $5. I tried to keep it real low. And let me go ahead and start it up here. So I'm just opening up on my phone the Live Link Face app. It is a free app. And instead of going to MetaHuman Animator, I'm just going to Apple ARKit, Live Link. Yeah. And then I can instantly control the face and the head. So the controls that I have, those are the things that I have. Very basic shapes for the silly crocodile. In the Face 2D Live kit on the Unreal Engine Marketplace that I sell, there's a lot more face shapes. So yeah, I like to just walk around first and just get comfortable with the character, make sure I can feel him. I need to allow myself to get immersed in the world, right? So I look around. The thing I have to also remember too is if I press left on this here, it's still gonna look forward. So then it's inverted as soon as he turns around. So that's the only thing that sometimes gets a little bit wonky, but because he is the silly crocodile, it's okay. And then I can use a take recorder inside Unreal Engine 5 to actually record all of the motions, the face, even the tail. Like if I want to record all the physics, I can record the physics for the tail and all of that. Okay, so we know now that we have this song, right? This song called Butterfly Chase. The thing I was thinking about with that, the reason I called it Butterfly Chase, and hang on a second, I think I need to calibrate. I don't want to have to like move my head too much. Well, no, I need to calibrate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calibrate my face on my phone. I want his head to be up like that more. So I'm going to hold my head straight, and on my phone, I'm doing a calibration. If you have a Live Link Face on your phone, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay, I have to hold still. Okay. Okay, that's the new face position. So I can look down easier and look up easier without having to over exaggerate, because I want it to see my mouth. But also, as I talk, you're going to see me moving my mouth differently, because obviously the way that I'm moving my mouth like this, regular talking, his mouth just kind of stays open, right?
If I talk like this, then I have better control.
So that's why like I use my jaw a lot more when I use this character. So that's the way he talks. Get used to it. We're going to be hearing lots of that. Actually, not too much of that, because this isn't really too much about dialogue. All right, so next, what are we going to do? We've got to bring in the other character. The other character, I'll go ahead and stop this now. The other character that we're going to be bringing into the scene is, of course, a butterfly, because that's what we have, is a butterfly chase. Move my phone over slightly. It's not going to mess with my stuff too much. And so I have this really great butterfly. Where's it right here? This is just from the marketplace. No, not cute creature. Forest creatures, mesh, and butterfly. Yeah. It's just a cute butterfly. Still fits within the style of the world, you know, and I think would play really, really well. And it has all sorts of different animations that I can just use. And then if I need to adjust the animations, which I probably will, I will. But I'm not going to reinvent the wheel if I don't have to. So I'm going to scale this thing up just a tiny bit, just so the kids can see it. And on the right side, I'll go ahead and hide my head now. Let's see, where's my little button to hide my head? Get out of here, head. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this, and I'm just gonna apply an idle animation to see the butterfly flapping. And let's move him to a position. It's like flying. Good, okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and press play now and check the scale of the butterfly.
Oh, look at the butterfly. It's so cute. It's just floating there.
All right. The silly crocodile needed some friends, so that's why I'm bringing in a butterfly. So here's my idea. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. So the idea for this is, I want to have like this thing where like he sees a butterfly and it's so cute, so he chases the butterfly. Oh, and he chases it, and the butterfly goes into a bush. And he goes around and circles around the bush, and then out of the bush comes a larger butterfly. Oh, okay, it's bigger. Ooh, and it's faster. So then he's racing around the trees, chasing the butterfly, and then it goes up into the trees. And then he goes, you know, and then he like makes his way up the tree. So a crocodile climbs a tree. And then once he gets up there, he looks around for the butterfly, and then the butterfly flies out, and it's even bigger, you know? So then he goes, and he falls down, hits the ground, lands in a bush. And then he starts chasing this larger butterfly, which now is probably about the size of him, but it's so fast, right? And he can't keep up. He's like, and then like he looks up, and then now there's this massive butterfly. And then he turns around, and this massive butterfly is chasing him. And he's like, It's woof, 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 you know? And then the butterfly like flies up next to him, and then he goes, and then he realizes the butterfly's nice, so he jumps on the butterfly's back, and the butterfly takes him for a ride. And as he's up for a ride, he sees all of the different butterflies next to him. He goes, and that's the end of it. So it's just kind of like, you know, it's things get bigger and bigger and bigger. And while things are very scary, it's not always that. Like, they're still the same. They're just bigger, you know? And it's like, for me, I think it's a really fun thing to do. I think children, when they watch that, are very much going to be like, you know, that's fun. That's fun. Oh, you know, I love it. It's more exciting. It hits that stimulant piece of their brain that keeps them whatever. And then, but the lesson is, it's like, you know, it's still the same. It's just bigger doesn't always mean scary, or it shouldn't. Bigger doesn't mean worse. Chief, I see a question there you have. Do you have an age demographic in mind when you work on an episode? Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's my kids. my kids, they are 6 and 8 years old right now. But the demographic that I'm truly aiming for are kids between the ages of about 2 and 7. So my daughter, unfortunately, is just outside of the demographic. But those demographics aren't like set in stone. Like, some people, even myself, I like watching some kids shows, and I'm not that demographic. So I think it's okay to still, you know, get outside of that. Castro, big fan of your work. I'm interested in creating kids content. Could you share a bit of how you rigged the crocodile? Sure, I'll show you real quick. So the silly crocodile, let me pull him up, and I'll show you what it looks like behind the scenes. Now, this is going to scare you probably in some of this, so just be aware. Let me pull up. I think I'm using this one, and let me go back to this way. There we go. Okay. So, my friends, this is the silly crocodile. It's okay if you get scared of this. This looks crazy. This is code. It's blueprints. Visual scripting is what this is actually called. But rigging of the silly crocodile. I still fall in my face. That's funny. The silly crocodile has one bone that goes right across. Actually, let me show you that. That's probably the better way to go. Skeletons. And let's go ahead and slow down this camera a little bit. And let's go to show bones. Brain, come on now. Brain, what are you doing, brain? Brain. Sorry, brain is not cooperating with me. There we go. Mesh, bones, show all hierarchy. There we go. So these are the bones. So the silly crocodile's bones, the pivot point, let me pop my face up here so I can talk better. Here, good example. This is the silly crocodile, right? I use this as an example, like I walk around and go, like I'll do this to kind of help myself. When you're playing with him as a kid, the back feet are going to be the main thing that you walk with, right? We always start with the back feet. If it was walking with the front feet and you're walking forward, it'd be weird. So back feet, it's always like that, right? Back feet first. And so I have the bone here as the 0 point or the pivot point. And then the whole bone itself is kind of like the center. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm probably doing a terrible job. And then up here we've got one tailbone, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 tailbones, or technically 8 tailbones. And then we've got a head bone, and then we've got eye bones and all sorts of things. But that's the basics of how it's rigged. And technically the silly crocodile is in several pieces. So there's one piece of the silly crocodile, and then another piece is literally just the tail, because I want the tail to move separately. And so this bone attaches to the other bone like Legos. And then this is just kind of like an extra rubber band that does its own thing. This is a horrible explanation. I really apologize. This is why it's hard for me to really be an instructor, because I'm like ADD brain. I just know. and then this is just the head. So when the head is moving, just the head, I use just the head in this position to control the eyes and things. Because like with a bone, again, think of it as a Lego piece. Here's a Lego here's the body Lego, the main body Lego. Here's the tail Lego that has a moving part. And here's the head Lego. Now on the head Lego, I attach eye Legos. And I attach these other little Legos. So I kind of like do this stacking thing. Some people might say like, oh, you should just do it on the body. Well, I could do that, but there's more to it. Yeah, okay, that's enough of my terrible explanations. But that's kind of how it's rigged. And so how this stuff actually works though, is we've got the 3 pieces. We've got the tail, we've got the body, we've got the head, and we've got the eyes, and then we've got several mouth shapes. Right, and the mouth shapes are being called through through my phone using Apple ARKit blend shapes. So an iPhone can actually look at your face and know whether you're smiling, whether your eyebrows are up, whether your mouth is to the side or whatever. It tracks a lot of different motions, which is why you're able to do like those like silly emojis in your messages. I don't know if you've ever done that, if you have an iPhone. It's just kind of like basic face tracking stuff. Well, we take that data that comes from the phone, and then I can say, okay, I can tell, or the iPhone is telling my computer that it sees a value between 0 and 1 of smiling. So this is 0, not smiling. This is 1, this is smiling. So I'm just taking those values like mouth open, 1, mouth closed, 0. Between 1s and 0s, right? So I take that data and then I turn it into what's called if statements. If mouth, jaw, is open, then I want it to show only this specific mouth shape. So for example, turn this on. His mouth calls that animation, that picture. All it is a 2D picture, like I made it in Photoshop. That's it. It calls that and makes that happen because the iPhone tells the computer that it has detected a strong mouth open value. And then if I barely open my mouth, then it says, I've detected a mouth open shape that is not very strong. So between 0 and 1 is 0.5. So 0.5. So watch, I'll open my mouth slowly. And that's it. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else. Oh, and then there's also frown, right? I got smile, but that's normal. He just smiles. But frown, that's a frown. Instead of making him like frown, because I don't ever want him to be sad, I want him to be curious. Like, you know, so he's not sad, he's thinking. But by using a frown, I can over exaggerate my face to ensure that that animation happens. So that's the basics of how he's rigged. And then I'm simply using my control here. And let's talk about ones and zeros, right? This is a 0 position for the eyes. Hang on. 0 position for the eyes is exactly where the controller is not moving. But if I move it to the left, now we have a value of 1 to the left. If I move it to the right, a value of 1 to the right. Move it up, value of 1 on the up axis, right? So it's just kind of like, that's the simple, there's not much to it. And then the face shapes, you can see like the eyebrows. Those are called blend shapes. I won't go too far into blend shapes, but blend shapes say that the mesh of the character, say the 3D character is made up of different flat plates, right? Faces. Some people call them polygons. You can call them tries. And if there's no movement, that's 0. But if I say, I want movement on the eyebrows, then what I do is I stretch those eyebrows up and I say, I want these faces, these polygons, these sides of this geometric shape, I want these to be from here to here whenever this other value is called. Or the nose. Right? So there's stuff that was actually done in Blender. So like I create the face shapes in Blender. But that's it. That's the basics of that. Yeah, the Silly Crocodile is the simplest character that I have. Very easy for me to quickly create content with. And it, you keep it simple, you keep it fun. It's about the story more than anything else. And there's a lot of people that focus on like hyper realism and all these really complex things, when it's like, think simpler and you can get more done. And when you get more done, well, then you've got more to work with, right? You got more everything. Oh, and then last thing, this is a fun thing too, for those of you who are starting out, listen to this. Ready? You hear it? Those sounds, I don't have to do any extra work. You can build this stuff into your animations. So the animation of the Silly Crocodile, by the way, is literally this. Literally this. Like the way that he moves, you notice he doesn't move his feet. It's just the textures are changing, right? But the reason that I built him this way, let me do this. The reason that I built the Silly Crocodile this way is because I wanted this show to be relatable to kids in the ways that they play with toys, right? This is how they walk. If they played with this toy, this is how they walk. Sure, I could have used like a more 3D crocodile that had all these like moving pieces and all that, but I wanted to build something that was affordable for children, that was easy to play with and pick up, and it works just like it does on the show. And that's why I created this. I've not sold these yet because I know nothing about product or how to sell anything. But that's my dream is to sell these. I want kids to play with it like this. So that's why he moves like that. So how I did this to capture that motion the way it is, I literally attached a VR tracker, one of my was my controller, one of my VR controllers to this, and I did this for a while here at my desk. And I just recorded that motion of how I was moving with the Silly Crocodile. And then I looped that motion to create what I had there after taking that. So the silly crocodile started out in VR, and that's where I got that motion. So that's legitimately me just doing this. And then when he jumps, I just go like this. So like if you watch it, that's actually what's happening. Yeah, no, Weasel, I absolutely need to sell these toys. Here it is. This is like my vision was to have this toy. It doesn't have to have anything else other than this, but you could get attachable clothes, little things, little hats and different things that are magnetic that just pop onto them. So you could have different crocodiles doing different things, you know, and they're all like, you can get purple ones and green ones and blue ones and red ones. And they're kind of like their own Legos, but as characters, right? Not Legos, not it won't be a Lego unless Lego wants to do a deal, which I doubt, but that's the plan. That's how this works. And my kids love this thing. Like this series actually came from me playing with my daughter. We were playing Peppa Pig because she loved Peppa Pig when she was real young, and we were just kind of like doing all these fun little things in her little Peppa Pig house. And then I thought, what if this little crocodile character came in? So I have this crocodile character, and he goes, "Hey, let me in. I want to come in the house." And she's like, "Go away, crocodile." And then he'd come up in a window, and then he'd go over the top. And it was just the way her and I were playing. And she was probably, gosh, she wasn't even 2 yet. No, maybe she just turned 2. But that's where it came from. And then that's where the silly crocodile was born, was from just playing. And it never changed because I just loved it so much. It was so good. As a parent, as a dad, I loved it. All right, so let's continue. That's the behind the scenes. I know there's going to be people in the future that are coming to see this other stuff instead of hearing this behind the scenes stuff. All right, let's hide this mug. Okay. Here we go, friends. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do some dry runs. I'm just gonna kind of like create a level sequence. So I'm gonna right click, I'm gonna go to animation. I'm gonna go to cinematics. I'm gonna go to level sequence. I'm gonna type in LS, that means level sequence, underscore butterfly chase. Okay. Now that I have that open, I'm going to go to add, and then I'm going to go to audio track. That's yeah, that's fine, whatever. And then I'm going to go to the plus sign here, and I'm going to type in music, and there's butterfly chase. And then I'm just going to scroll out and make this little end marker go all the way to the end of this. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of space here. For when it starts. So when it goes to play, I'm going to hit spacebar. 1004, 1005, 1000, yeah, about 10 seconds, right? So give it about 10 seconds for myself to get like lined up and ready. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to drag it right into my scene here. And then I'm going to click autoplay here on the side. Do not loop. I don't need to loop. That's fine. And that's all this is going to do for just a minute. So I'm going to save. Got my silly crocodile. He's good. I'm going to close that out though. Also, technically, I should not do this yet. So I'm going to pull this out. Actually, undo. I'm going to grab this one and this butterfly. I'm going to Control C to copy, and then I'm just going to delete them and close out my sequencer. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go to my maps here. And I think I could, yeah, I'm going to delete this one. All right, and then I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to Control D to duplicate this. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to call this something else. I'm going to say butterfly chase underscore map. You could say map or you could say level by typing LVL. But I'm going to go ahead now and open this up. I'm going to say save. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to have a base level that can just be updated constantly with new stuff. All right, so now that I am in here, I'm going to make sure, yep, it says right up here, butterfly chase map. We are good to go. And now I'm going to go ahead and paste. So Control V, pasting the stuff that did not. I just hit Control C. You dummy, you just undid. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. I just undid my copy. That's fine. All right, let's go back and just bring it in. So I'm going to go to movies, and I'll just drag this straight back into this. Bring it up here like that. Autoplay, that's fine. This is just for now. Later on, we're going to change this, but just for now. And then I'm also going to go and bring in the butterfly. Actually, no. We won't bring the butterfly in yet. Let's walk around with the character first. So 10 seconds to start. Turn my controller on. It's quite loud. Whoa, sorry. I realize how crazy loud that was. I'll just open up the level sequence real quick. I could do it there. No, I'll just do it from level sequence. All right, so here, go back to level sequence. Drop this little thing down, and I'll just take this down to like 0.5, half the volume. Cool. All right. Oh. That wasn't the volume, that was the pitch. Not the, there we go, 0.5 volume. Silly brain. Okay, I'm looking over real quick at the comments. Is there any specific tools to move Silly Crocodile around inside the scenario? Nicholas, no, this is just standard moving inputs. It's just standard inputs. I could use just about anything. And then Phantom, your nieces love Silly Crocodile. That's so awesome to hear. Tanmay, is this going to be a 2D cartoon? Nope, this is I call it a 2.5D. So it's a 3D cartoon using a 2D extruded character. I don't know. Can you do this on a Mac? Yes, you absolutely can. Do you have some complete beginner tutorials, long ones? Yes, if you actually go to my YouTube channel, the main channel, and go to creating a short film in Unreal Engine in 1 day or something, or in 1 hour, that's a pretty good one. I mean, I don't have like a massive complete one, but that's like a complete beginner's guide for sure. At least I think so. I haven't watched it in a while. I have a couple of them. All right, now that we have this, I'm gonna just double check. Okay, let's go ahead and do this the right way here. Checking a text on my phone real quick. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. Moving forward. Now we got things going. Looks like mine. Okay, so butterfly flies up.
Hey, come back. Come back here. Hey.
Okay, this is going to be a little bit harder. Okay. Okay, he's climbing the tree. He climbs the tree. And then the butterfly flies out. And now he's chasing a bigger butterfly. Okay. The butterfly is going really fast. And then like he's just like, oh, I've lost the butterfly. And then big butterfly is chasing him. He's running and running and running. How many minutes are we? How close are we to this? Okay, so then he jumps on the butterfly and now he's flying with the butterfly. He's doing his thing. Whoa, okay. Whatever we're gonna do, okay. That's okay. I know that seems a little bit all over the place, but it's just like my brain trying to figure out, okay, how is this gonna work? Well, you know, the The initial idea of going around the bushes seems like it's going to be a little difficult, mainly with the eyes. You could see how the eyes were kind of like, you know, it's hard for me. I could do offsets later and control where the eyes are moving, but I think it might be simpler for me to just like move. But I think pacing wise, it was doing okay. But once we get on the butterfly can fly around, and maybe he goes this way. You can see imperfections in the map here. So I think what I can do is either I can fix those imperfections, or I could just like get real creative with my camera work. So here, I'm using another tool now. This is my 3D Connection Space Mouse, which I'm still getting used to. But he could like, the butterfly takes off. And what's really fun is technically I could use this Space Mouse as the butterfly to fly it, and then add in everything else later on. The only problem with flying right now is you can see the outsides of the world, but it kind of looks like ocean water. But I could just put like a mountain environment or something. Or just not fly so high. We'll see. We have to do it step by step. So what we're going to do first is let's create, we're going to create several sections of this, because I think that's the best way to do it, is to create different sections. So I was going to line up with the music, but I don't think we need to, because there's no real dialogue. And as much as I like the maybe I don't need to record that at all. Or actually, technically, think through this, Corey, think through this. I could just record this stream and use this stream, this audio from this stream, to put into Resolve, DaVinci Resolve later, and then I can put the audio in there. So yeah, I'm using OBS right now to record this. I'll just record my live stream, although there's audio coming from that being played. We'll see what happens. Yes. So I think what I could do here to save myself is on OBS, what I'm using right now to show you this live stream, I could take the audio input all the way down or mute it. You may not be able to hear the music, but you'll still hear the silly crocodile, and that will ensure that I will have a recording of the silly crocodile that is clean without other music, and it won't get all mixed up and stuff. I think that sounds good. And then I'll just bring the audio back up when I do test work. Sound good? Any questions? Any questions, my friends? Let's see, we could be literally witnessing one of the biggest cartoons we'd ever know. How amazing would that be if this was like this massively huge? I mean, okay, here's one thing I do know for a fact. Like, this is factual. What you're seeing right now, literally on an average, probably in 1 year, this video will get at least 4.5 million views. I'm not even kidding. I mean, this is for real. Like, that's what these videos do. And there's certain videos that I can gauge, that I can like just know what that's going to do. And likely this one's going to be about 4.5 million. So it's just like, you guys are the first of 4.5 million, which is fun. All right. Yes. So let's move. Let's get moving here. How did I create the landscape, or did you create that in Blender? I actually created the landscape inside Unreal Engine. So real quick, before we get into any of that other stuff, I'll show you quickly, because this part bugs me. I call this Bob Rossing. So I can go up here. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go to landscape. And just like a 3D model, I can sculpt it. So I can go right here and say I want to build a mountain. Hey, look, now I've got a mountain with some grass. Undo. But really, if I just want to fix this, I can just tappy tap. Tap, 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 I just did it. See how simple that is? So it's literally, that's what it really is. So the landscape, I did this all but just by painting. So I painted all the mountains, you know, little hills and things. And some of these were from different episodes. There used to be like a giant cave right here, and there was like all these other things. So that's why there's a hole in this one and different bushes and things. But it was, yeah, it's just all different ways I painted. And each of these, they're big square tiles. If I get up real high, you can kind of see them. See, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 different tiles here. And each of these tiles have their own individual level. Technically, I guess I could have made them larger, but I didn't, and this is what I'm stuck with. I mean, I could go back and do it. So foliage and landscape, thank you, sir. Yeah, you're very welcome. Solomon! Hey, good friend of mine right there. Hey, if you guys want to learn a lot about Unreal Engine, Solomon Jagwe, that guy that's in chat right now, he's the guy that really like helped me out when I was starting out. Like he's been doing this longer than I have, and honestly, like the work that he did in helping the community and training and teaching, like dude, I took a lot of his tutorials. So a lot of the things that I'm doing here are things that I learned from him, and I've just taken a step further in my own direction. So yeah, big shout out to Solomon. It's a lot of great people doing this stuff. Okay, so back on track, and let's go ahead and save because I like that. That was a good little fix for that one spot. Oh gosh, and there used to be a rocket here, a spaceship. The Silly Crocodile in one episode made a spaceship. I just never cleaned up. In fact, I think it's kind of weird that there is this big open spot. It looks like a golf course. Yeah. I'll fix it later. I'll fix this later. Let's see. Yes. Let's move forward. Because like later on, if I'm sitting here and I'm trying to fix all that stuff and it ends up not being seen, then that's just like a huge waste of time. Whereas my character is really just starting right here. Okay, so another thing too that I forgot to tell you guys that I can do is I can pretend there's a bush somewhere and then just add it later. So I might do that too. Instead of like trying to like find a bush, I'll just like make a bush. All right, enough of that. Let's, I'm gonna go ahead and take the desktop audio down on OBS so that I can do my recording. And then I'm gonna make sure to hit record on OBS so that I can use the actual recording for that stuff. Get ready. Wait, let me check my sound. I'm gonna take that down because it got into the red a little bit.
Yeah. Sound check.
Okay. So now I know I'm really quiet now, so I gotta. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to virtual production and, sorry, nope, brain. Hang on, let brain go to take recorder. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play. Go here from actor, and then there's my Silly Crocodile. Click on Silly Crocodile, and then I'm just gonna make sure everything is selected the way it should. The music's playing. You cannot hear it. That's what we want. I can hear it though. That's the most important thing. Cool. Remove root animation. For some reason, my brain is telling me to remove root animation, but I'm going to leave it as it is. It's been a minute since I've done this. Cool. And then I'm going to make him spawnable. Cool. Okay. So what I've done right there, yes, you can see that. What I've done there is I've just told the system, hey, I want to record everything I'm about to do with my controller and with my face using LiveLink. And then I want to be able to throw it in and do some more stuff. So here we go. Are you ready? This is our very first cinematic that we're going to do for this right now. So let's roll. Turn on my controller first. And I am recording. This is take one, Silly Crocodile chasing butterflies. Take one. All right. Recording. 3, 2, 1.
Huh? Oh, hi, butterfly. Huh? Oh, where you going? This is cute, butterfly. Oh, this way. Oh, come here. I just want to play. Oh, where's your bush? Butterfly, butterfly. Whoop. It's a big butterfly. Hi, hi. I just want to be a friend. Come here. Are you here? Where you going? No, don't go up there. I won't go get them. What? He's big. Where'd get down here? Butterfly! I'm gonna get... Hey, wait for me! Wait for me! It's so big! Stop!
What in that performance did I not like? I felt like it wasn't quite there. Like it was good, but it wasn't great. I need to do something more. I need to focus. Yes, I need focus. But what? How shall I focus on this? How shall I focus on what it is I need to do? I must dig deep.
All right. My acting is superb. It's not superb. Thanks for the boost of confidence, and I appreciate that. But it could be better. It's not superb yet. Let's take some practice and thought and focus. So I'm gonna try this again. That was take one. I feel like I ran too far to the left as well. I feel like that the scene should constantly move to the right. I mean, that's why we got like Super Mario Brothers and all those side scrollers. They move one way. It's like reading a book. It's like reading a book. So if I move like I'm reading a book, and we want children to read and get used to the process of reading, then I should move to the right. Okay. Plus, if we move to the right, I can throw in other interesting elements along the way that increases the dopamine, so that kids will continue to watch longer, so that we get better audience retention, and we can do other things.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Dig deep. Think. Use your brain, you twit.
All right. I don't know. Yeah, we got this. Controller is good. Yes. Face good.
Yeah, voice good.
All right. There we go. Rolling. Okay, this is Silly Crocodile Chasing Butterflies. Take two. Got this. 2, 1, boom.
This is a beautiful day. Eh? Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play. Wee. You're such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend. Where you go? Butterfly. It's in that bush. Butterfly. Hey, butterfly. Oh, there he goes. Butterfly. He got bigger. A big butterfly, come here. It's so much fun. Butterfly. I can't get up there. I can climb the tree. Okay. Yeah. butterfly, where you go? Oh, there he is. Eh? It's big. It's a big butterfly. Okay, okay, right. Butterfly, come back here, butterfly. You're the biggest butterfly I ever seen. Butterfly. Eh? Ah! Why is this a big butterfly? Why is it so big? Ah! A butterfly! Wait. Ah! Ow! Oh yeah! Oh, this is so much fun! Hey, wee! Oh, no, watch out for that tree! Butterfly! Oh, hey! Hey! It's just so much fun! Yeah! Oh! Wee! Thank you, butterfly! I'm gonna find some more butterflies.
Boom! You have no idea what just happened. That, my friends, was good. Like you don't even know how good that was. It doesn't seem like much to you right now, but yes, Mr. Williams, you have done it again. Well, you haven't yet. You just started to do it, but you've done a thing. Yes. Okay. I'm stoked about that one. Like you have no idea just how good that actually was. And I sorry, I'm gonna sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but here's the thing. I'm constantly proud of myself. Like if I go, oh, that wasn't that good, I could have done better, then I'm not gonna be excited about the process moving forward. I have to say at some point, good job. You see all these other people that work here with me? Yeah, me neither. So like somebody has to make me feel good and reward me for my work. So is that like throw your own confetti thing? It's really sad. All right. This is why like I wish I could like work with other people. Cause like yeah. All right, let's move on, friends. That was a one take. I thought I was going to do this in several takes, but I think that one take was enough. I can turn my phone off here. My phone is done. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to open up DaVinci Resolve real quick. So I'm going to go to DaVinci Resolve. Reason is I'm going to separate the audio from the video on that recording, and because this is such a great thing, because we actually recorded on OBS, we can actually see the countdown to have a perfect calibration of audio, which is so fantastical. So fantastical. All right, I don't need this. That was a LinkedIn video I did yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead now and find the recording I just did. Really? It was only 2 minutes and... how long is that song? Where's the audio? I see the audio here. I see the audio here. I gotta trust the process here. That's what I gotta do. Also, I see 1 bar of audio, but not 2 bars of audio. So I need to make sure that this audio inside of DaVinci Resolve is how I need it to be. All right, so I'm gonna go to audio and stereo. Oh no, that's still, I wonder why that's not showing up. Very odd. Let me play the actual clip. No. Play it over here. Rolling. Okay, this is Silly Crocodile Chasing Butterflies. Okay, it's there. I just have to trust the process. All right, so I'm gonna press play on this inside of DaVinci Resolve. Free program, by the way, like if you don't know about it, do one. And then I'm just gonna go to right where it turns off, which is right there. Right. And then I'll go to where I stop it, which is there. And I'll just delete that because I don't need that anymore. That was just for calibration. Cool. Okay. And then now all I'll do is just export that. So I'm going to export this quickly as a not a video file, but just an audio file, and I'll make sure that it is a WAV file. And then I'm going to put S underscore. Once I select it, I'll say S underscore chasing butterflies underscore VO, as in voiceover. I mean, technically. And for now, well, I guess I'll just keep it in videos. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and export this. Let me get these out of here. There. Add to render. We are good to go. Save file name. Yes, that's right. And render. Close that out. We're done there. Okay, so now we've got this. We are going to go to, I should have a folder called radio play. Oh, I just realized why I don't have the normal folders that I typically have. I rebuilt this project from almost scratch, and that's why my folders are missing. These are folders that I've imported from my previous project, but I rebuilt things because I wanted them more optimized. I'm now working in Unreal Engine 5.4, and so I just needed everything to be more up to date. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to right click. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this, I was going to call it radio plays, but I'll call it radio play. Radio plays. Radio plays, by the way, are, it's like listening to a play, but on the radio, where you can close your eyes and you can see everything that's happening. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is my process. All right, I'm going to import that new audio that I just created, which is going to be in my videos folder. Kind of silly for me to do that. And then there it is. And I'm going to hit save. Yes. Boom. Good. I hear it. All right. And now what we're going to do is we are going to go back to, you know what we should do actually is let's get rid of this guy because we don't need this anymore. This is the level sequence that we put into the scene earlier just to have the audio. We don't need it to play anymore because we've done that. So that's gone. But we do need to open that level sequence. Oops. So I'm going to open up, go to movies, open up that level sequence. Now that the level sequence is open, I'm going to bring in my brand new recording. What we ought to do is rather than bring in the recording, maybe we bring in the, maybe I'm doing this opposite. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way. Maybe I'm not. Okay, look, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna bring in a subsequence, and in the subsequence, I'll bring in the silly crocodile from here. I think that's the better way. Or there's like two ways to do this. Wait, yeah, save. We'll do save. Let's open up the actual take recorder thing that we did. So I'm gonna go back to sequences or cinematics takes there, and then okay. This one right here is the one we want. I don't really care about this one, so I'm going to delete these two here. That was take one. I didn't really care about take one, but take two was like the stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and I'm going to open this up. So this is what this is what we actually recorded. So you can see him walking around. Where's he at? There he is. Oh, that's right. I should have taken off the other thing. See how there's this big capsule here? This is a thing that I should have not had. I know that didn't help you any. I'm gonna click off this lock button. Actually, I'm gonna hide my face real quick. Make it easier for you. All right, so I'm gonna unlock this. And now that that's unlocked, I can change things inside the project. I'm gonna double click on this and make sure everything is good there. He's talking, he's laughing, he's doing his thing. Good, good. Oh, I just realized too, though, this is set at 24p when I actually need it to be set at 30p. So that's a little tougher, but that's fine. This is just me getting back into the groove. Okay, and let's go ahead now and bring in the audio. So from here, well, I suppose what I could do is just click on that. Subsequence, silica. Oh, yes. What am I thinking? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry, this is completely not the way that I do things. I'm like I said, I'm just trying to get myself back into the groove. All right, I'm coming back here. I'm back in the original level sequence. Yes, and I'm gonna bring in the subsequence. Here it is here. And then now I should have one of the silly crocodile tracks. So there, now he's in my scene there, just like that. And because this is the start right here, this is where it actually starts. This is where we're gonna make the sound start, because that was the start of recording. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go to audio track, and then I'm gonna go to this little button here, and then I'm gonna type in S underscore butterflies VO. Right. So now it's all perfectly lined up. And this is at 30. What have we got here? Why is this throwing me a... Oh, because this other track is set to 24 FPS. So there's going to be some mouth problems because there's two different frame rates happening, and so there might be some issues. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so moving on. Why am I doing 30 FPS? I'm doing 30 FPS because for children's content, it just works better. Like I don't like it to have... I don't like it to be too filmy. 24 FPS can look filmy, but also it can sometimes just feel, I don't know, not real, you know, like it's more imaginative. And I know that sounds crazy, like, but 30 FPS for me, it's like the silly crocodile, he is in a cartoon world, but he feels a little bit more real. And I just kind of want to go for that feel. I don't know, it's hard to explain. And then there's like 60 FPS, which is like, that feels really real, just the fast frame rate, but I don't want that either. That's like too far. So that's why I go that way. All right, moving on here. Go ahead and hide my face. Okay, and last thing we actually need to do is we need to see where was he when the music actually started, or does it even matter? Is it even important? I don't know. It may not be important. Yeah, you know what? It's not important because the music, it's not like we have music sound cues. All right, so let's bring trying to think the best way to pull this off. We're gonna drag this whole thing here. I'm gonna drag it forward, or drag it back, I mean, and then we're gonna drag this to here. I'm gonna take that sound down from this and maybe increase the sound here. So I'll take the volume and say like 3 on that.
It's a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play.
Okay, so we know that the sound is it's more important to have his audio maybe not so bright, because it's not about what he's saying. He's just kind of like going about stuff. Okay. But let's take a look at it now. I'm gonna save, yes.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh wait, what do I do?
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play. You're such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend. Hey, what do you do? Butterfly. Say that, Bruce. Butterfly. Hey, butterfly. Oh, there he goes. Butterfly. You got bigger. Hey, big butterfly, come here. Come here. It's so much fun. A butterfly. I can't get up there. I can climb the tree.
So now he's up a tree.
Hey, butterfly, where you go? Oh, there he is. It's big. It's a big butterfly. Okay.
And then he jumps down. Whoosh, boom.
Butterfly, come back here, butterfly. You're the biggest butterfly I ever seen. Butterfly.
Sorry.
Why is it so big, butterfly? Why is it so big? A butterfly.
And then the butterfly picks him up
Oh,
and takes
yeah.
him.
Oh, this is so much fun. Hey, we. No, watch out for that tree. Oh, hey.
Yeah, something
This
like
is so
that.
much fun. Yeah.
And then the butterfly eventually will drop him off here. Cool. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so now are you kind of like seeing what I'm talking about? What that's kind of looking like? So it's like, now I've just got to bring in the butterfly, right? And after I bring in the butterfly, I can like make that better. I also have to bring in the bush that the butterfly went into that you didn't see that I have to make exist. And then, go ahead and hit save on that. And then I've got to do the flying sequence, which is, honestly, it's really easy to do the flying sequence because I just attach Silly Crocodile to the butterfly and then just, there he goes. And that should be pretty simple. Cool. Okay, so this is all going to be one shot. I'm not going to do any like cuts. You know, it's funny because like in kids content, they always say like, don't leave a camera angle sitting for more than 6 seconds or something like that. 6, 7, 5, whatever. There's a rule. And I break the rules. I'm a rule breaker. And you know what? My audience retention is high, and I do not follow the rules. I mean, there's some times where I gotta follow the rules, right? But on content like this, I don't know. You just got to do it whatever you feel is right, and this is what I feel is right. All right, it is 9:56 a.m. Tulsa, Oklahoma time. I've got a meeting at 11:30, so I've got some time. I'm doing great right now. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, by the way. I think the other reason that I'm doing this live stream is so that I can feel like I'm not actually alone. So I very much appreciate you being here. Even if I'm not like totally like super interactive with you guys, I truly appreciate you being here. It's like I like co-working. I like feeling like I'm with somebody, you know? Yeah, Chief, you're very welcome. Okay, so our first butterfly, he is fat. No, our first butterfly, I'm just scaling him up. To scale him, I just dragged him in, and then I hit R, and R is so W is how you can move him around, like this, different ways. You can do the yellow, the red, or the blue. Those are different axes, whatever. And, or a lot of people don't know this. You can actually take the white thing that's in the middle, and this is called screen space. So wherever it is on the screen, it just moves it right, left, up, down to whatever position. It's surprising how many devs do not know that is a thing. And the same thing with the grow. Like if I grow it, it's going to grow it from its position. I can go it this way, scale it that way, scale it fat, or scale all. But I'm going to scale it down because I want the first butterfly to be small. All right, so let's see. Where does he meet the first butterfly? Let's do that first.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
Oh, right there. So there's different ways I can do this. I think the butterfly, obviously it is right there. So I'm going to grab the butterfly and put him right there. And then I'll put just a generic flying animation on him. So let me hide my head, sorry. On the right, when I click on the butterfly, I'm going to go to animation mode, asset, and then I'm just type on idle. And he's just going to flutter. And then I can make the animation of the butterfly move faster or slower, however I want. But here's what I'm going to do. Now that the butterfly is in the scene, I'm going to go down here to my level sequence. And I'm going to go to add. And because that butterfly is already selected, I'm going to say add actor to sequence. Add that. Scroll down. I should close this out here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a marker on his position, like where he's at in the world. So right now, if I drop this down and I hit location, these numbers here correlate with the numbers over here on the right side, and that's where he is in 3D space. And so when I want to move him, all I've got to do is change those numbers. So let's take a look at this. Oh, he's not moving. We got to add animation. I know we did that over here, but what we need to do now that he's in the level sequence is I'm going to go to animation here. I'm going to hit that plus button, and then I'll do idle. Actually, it's just right there. There. And so it's going to loop it if I drag it out. So you can kind of see there's like there's a little cut there and a cut there. It's just looping that animation. So what I'll do, just because, is just drag it out. Just drag it all the way out. Hey, nature guy, I'm doing good. I am doing good. Feeling much better today. I've been a little bit down just because I've been trying to figure out where I belong and everything, but I found myself and I'm feeling good. The butterfly is flying a little bit slow, so what we can do is we can drop this down here. Or actually, no, I say drop down. I can actually right click on this, on the animation, and I can go to properties, and then go to play rate and increase the speed at the butterfly, or how the butterfly is flapping. So I'll say 1.5 speed. So it's almost twice as fast, but not quite.
Ah, it's a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly.
And then I can change that speed as we go. But I still feel like it's kind of slow. So let's do 2. I didn't want to do 2, but that might be the...
Ah, it's a beautiful...
Looks like a bird, doesn't it? But this is the butterfly I choose, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay. So there's the butterfly. If the butterfly moves up, I'm going to change it. So here we go. I'm going to say... There's another one of those.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
Looks like he moved up a little bit. By that, I mean I'm looking at the crocodile's eyes. Where is he looking? So I'll just take this butterfly, move him up, and up. If I go over here, there's a little key with a diamond, or a diamond with a key in it. If I do that, anytime I make any sort of movement, it will actually update where the movement is happening and put a keyframe down here. And also up here on the top right, I'm disabling snapping. Notice how if I'm moving, it's kind of like tit, 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 tit. I don't like that. I'm going to take off that snapping so it goes smooth. Ah, smoothness. And I'm just going to move it to wherever his eyes are. So right there, he's looking at it. That's good. Okay.
Oh. Hi, butterfly. Oh.
Okay, so now the butterfly is moving here. And later on, we can do rotations. But for now, this is how we do it.
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play.
Oh, and right here. Oh, wait, that's right. Hang on. Go back.
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh.
So about right here, I'm going to hit a little keyframe thing there because what's going to happen is I was just adjusting one location thing. If I drop this down, you can say I was only doing one spot, but now I need to do. Sorry, this is a horrible explanation. I was doing up and down only, but now I need to do side to side sort of stuff. I'm using totally not technical terms. just to be a little bit better at explaining for everybody.
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play.
Okay, so now the butterfly's moving. Where's he looking? He's looking right there, so I'm just gonna drag forward a little bit, bring the butterfly up. Looks like he's looking about right there.
Play.
The butterfly is not that fast, so let's bring him back a little bit. Because he's just a little butterfly. And it looks like I'm on world. No, I'll do that, okay. I'm gonna get a little bit quiet here because this is me concentrating. I'm not gonna be perfect with this stuff. That like part of doing this stuff is not about being perfect as much as it is about just get it in there. Like get to 80% quicker.
It's a cute.
That's how you get things done. That's how you like. That's how you get it done. There you go. Okay. A little more forward. Drag this alongside, and I'll use his nose as a reference of like where the butterfly is. Yeah, so right in the middle of the nose. Okay, cool.
Yeah, friend.
I was just saying on LinkedIn the other day too that like Silly Crocodile needs a friend. Like he needs somebody. I feel it's weird. Like he's just a virtual character, but I feel bad for him because like I just haven't given him any friends. Okay, still good. That rock might be a problem, so I might move the rock. Well, he moved out of the way. Okay, so this is the butterfly just flew into a bush. So here is a bush. Let's check our animation. And I'll put some rotation on the butterfly as well. Probably. I may not need to.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi.
And this bush, let me actually move this bush. So I'm going to go to foliage and then select, and I just click on the bush, and I'm just going to move this bush over here like that. So it looks like he's just, like the butterfly is just kind of like hanging out by this bush. I'll make it a little bit smaller. It could be just like if it wasn't a bush, what would it be? I feel like butterflies would like bushes. And maybe there needs to be more flowers around this. But you know what? We'll, yeah, I'm going to do that later. I won't do that yet. That's a good sized little bush. That's a happy little bush. All right, cool. Go back. Let's play.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play. He's such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend. Where you go? Butterfly.
Okay, so yeah, there's definitely like some, it needs a little bit more life. So what we're gonna do to give it a little bit more life, I think a lot of it has to do also with the fact that the butterfly is flying like a bird. Like it just feels like a bird. Let me increase the play rate to 3. Oh gosh, how is this gonna look? I mean, it's not gonna move. It's just gonna change the flapping speed.
This is a beautiful day.
So there, the butterfly definitely needs to rotate or something. The one thing I don't like is that this model, so I just got this from the Unreal Engine Marketplace, this butterfly. The pivot point, if I rotate the character, it rotates from right here, which is not in the middle of the butterfly. So it makes it really difficult to control how the butterfly moves. So I feel like there was a way to adjust that without creating a blueprint, but oh man, do I need to create a blueprint for that? Yes. Yes, yes I do. Okay, check it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna right click. I'm inside the forest creature thing. I'm gonna create a blueprint. It's an actor blueprint, so I'm gonna click on actor, and I'm gonna say BP blueprint underscore butterfly. Yeah, that's fine. And now that I got blueprint butterfly, I'm going to add in a butterfly. So I'm gonna go to skeletal mesh, and then butterfly, and then here, I'm gonna type in butterfly. Cool, and now we can see our butterfly is like that. But we don't want the pivot point to be here, we want the pivot point to be in the middle of the butterfly, so I have better control over how the butterfly moves. So that's a much better spot, I think, for the butterfly to pivot. And to save myself time, yes, and to save myself time, instead of trying to change the animation from this point, I can just automatically make the animation happen from here. So idle, and then set the speed right here. Play rate at 3. And it looks like the center needs to come up a little bit. That's better. That's more centered. Okay, so why did I do that? Here's why I did that. So I'm gonna close this out, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these values here on this timeline and I'm gonna copy them. So remember 210, friends, 210. Let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah, okay, so I'm taking these values here. I'm going to be crazy and I'm gonna delete this butterfly from our project here. And I'm now gonna bring in that blueprint of the butterfly. And then I'll say add actor to sequence. And then I'm gonna hit, now that butterfly's in here, I'm gonna hit the plus thing, and then I'm gonna go to transform, which is the location. And because we're at 210, check it out, I'm gonna hit paste.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
And do you like how it doesn't move? It's because it's not actually. If I do this.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
See, so now I don't actually have to call the animation. All I have to do is focus on what's the position of the butterfly. Like, how is he actually doing it? So first thing I realize I need to re-center him because I originally made it to where like he was, oh, actually I can just take this first one out. I have to compensate for the original location of his pivot point. So I'm just gonna kind of scroll through here, each one of these, and just kind of bring them up slightly. It's not super important, but it makes a difference. That one's fine. That one's fine. I could do what's called an offset, where I go in and I can actually like add a little bit of a change. I mean, I'm technically offsetting here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of bounciness to him so he acts more like a real butterfly. Up there. And I think this one, I might actually, oh yeah, I have to do it this way. We will touch on this later, but let's see where we're at now. So he's flapping.
I don't play. Let's play.
There's one part, Silly Crocodile looks up too high. I think this guy's got to be right here, like that. It's like I could just like just move the eyes, but it's easier just to move the butterfly. Okay, now check this out. Here's where it gets really fun. I mean, all of this has been fun for me. I'm gonna go to this little thing here, and this is where I do the offsets to make the butterfly bounce. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this plus sign here, and I'm gonna go to additive. And additive now, it's keeping everything the same here, but just adding other little motions. So a butterfly, we have to think about how a butterfly works. So when a butterfly flutters, it doesn't do a perfect linear line, and it's not a hummingbird. They go this. When they flap their wings, they kind of like do this. So all I'm gonna do is create sort of almost a randomized fluttering. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So here we go. Let's go to here. Let's find our butterfly. There he is. And I'm just gonna do random values. So lock that in. I should just lock all three of these in here. And then let's go down one, up, down a little bit, up a little bit. See how I'm creating these little, oh, sorry. I went to, so sorry to go back. I went to here and I hit additive right here, and that brought me into this new thing. So it keeps all of these keyframes here just as they are, and then just adds in a little bit more. And then let's take this down like that. And now I'm going to take these, and then I'm just going to check them. See how it has a little bit more of a natural bounce to it? So now I'm just going to copy and paste. It's going to be just a loop of little offsets, but the viewers will have no idea that that's even happening. And that's going to add more life to our butterfly. There's probably a better way to do it, but this is how I am going to do it. Cool. And then once I have this whole thing put in here, we should be good to go. I can just keep doubling it, saves me the time. There you go. And technically, I think that's good. All right, so let's play it back. Let's bring this down. I'm going to save this just in case.
This is a beautiful
Oh, did you see his mouth missing?
Oh,
Two different frame rates.
Oh, you wanna play?
Oh. His tail. Oh, because, hang on. I have to go here. Let's see. Is recording? No, is not recording. Oh no! 'Twas a crash. Man, I have to remember how to do this stuff. All right, that's fine. That's why I save. That's why I save. Man, it's been a long time since I've had a crash. Yeah, I think what I should have done that I forgot to do while I talked about it was removing that root animation thing. I think that would have been my save. Skip restore, I don't really care. Oh, actually. Oh, no, skip restore. Dang. It's funny. So this project, or the Face 2D Live, I have it for myself in Unreal 5.4, but on the marketplace, I only made it up to 5.3 because there's still problems with it, certain things. So that's the thing. Yeah, no worries, Tony. It's been my pleasure. So I'm enjoying it. All right, let's check to see if that's there. Okay, so BP Butterfly. Wait, is BP Butterfly not even in the scene now? Oh, I saved this, but I didn't save BP Butterfly. Okay. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, well, it's in the scene now. see, add selected, right? Whew. Yes, and then we can see the fluttering going up and down. Yes, we're good. We are good. Save and scene. And also Silly Crocodile, his tail. So let's go here. I'm gonna say is recording. No, it's not recording. And then also tail physics. Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, I have to go into Silly Crocodile here. Yes, and then I have to go to tail. And then from tail, what is it I have to do? There was a thing that I have to do. Wow, it's been a minute since I've done this. Do I have to, wait, set collision. Wait, no, what is it? There was a thing I have to do. And I wonder if it's changed inside Unreal 5.4. If I go to physics, there we go, there we go. And then, oh, I hide this. Okay, so I'm over here, I clicked on his tail, and now I'm over here in physics, and then I'm gonna turn the physics off on his tail. So I'm gonna go here, I can click this little button, it'll automatically crash my program. This is new. This must be a 5.4 thing. Because usually you're able to change the physics inside here. Okay, why? Why would this happen? This is so, friends, this is like a rare occasion, getting to see crashes from me. I do not crash. I love crashing. So if I hit this, wait, so why did it not crash this time? But it crashed last time. Whatever. I'm going to click this and I'm going to say no collision. So that's going to mean that, go ahead and save that. I don't know why this happened. That's going to mean that the tail is going to work right. And I'm going to change this to 30 FPS to match the other scene. And we'll see if this corrects the other problem that I have. Also, I don't need the camera boom. Character mesh eyelids. I don't need the follow camera. Okay. Yes, save. Go back. And let's verify that everything works as it should. I'm going to hit simulate, and the tail should not be moving. And now it should be, because that's how it moved.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
The mouth is moving perfectly.
I don't play.
Okay, so yeah, it's real buggy. Like, that's Face 2D Live and this whole thing that I created. It's a little bit buggy inside 5.4, but it works. It does work eventually. All right, so yeah, I know. I turned it off. Collisions is enabled. Yeah, see, I don't really care about this. Is set to simulate physics, but collisions is enabled. Let me double check that the tail is actually set to simulate. Yeah, okay, so I'll just turn that off there. So I'll hit that little key button and it'll crash it again. Watch this. Okay, watch. This is gonna be dumb. So what I'll do is when it opens, I'll just hit that right away and it'll work. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it kind of does. Only barely. Okay, let's grab Silly Crocodile, grab his tail, and turn that off and click that button. Wow, really? What are you complaining about? Okay. Equals numbits. Let's see, runtime core containers bit array. Something in the bit array? Interesting. Well, Okay, well then I just won't keyframe it. I usually keyframe, usually I keyframe those things. Like it's not even keyframe. It's just like putting a keyframe in that says disable physics. So instead, I'm just gonna, by default, disable physics on Silly Crocodile. I mean, it's probably already gonna work, but whatever. So I'll just do that. There. Save. No. What? That's not right. This is, okay. Friends, I have found a bug because this is not something I'm doing. This is a bug. Like that should not be doing that. Okay, well, work around the bug. As long as it renders out fine, that's what matters. I mean, it's annoying that I'm gonna have errors thrown at me, but so long as I can actually like render, that's fine. I'll deal. Okay, going back here, this is still at 30. Yes, we're good to go. I'm not gonna mess with anything else. And double check if I do that. Okay, so his tail's good, but if I stop, I'm gonna get these things here. So that's whatever. There's no fixing that because there's some other weirdo problem. That I could go in and try to solve what that is, but I don't think it's worth my time because it may not be anything. Okay, so this I'm moving around my hang on. I have to check my time real quick for my meeting. Make sure I'm not taking the wrong meeting time. Okay, 11:30. Yes, it says 11:30 and this is Central Time. Right? Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, and let's go double check too that the other stuff is gone. Yes. Wait, what's this say? No collision. Copy that. Yes. Oh, look. Before when I clicked on this did not show up. Yeah, dude, there's some wonky stuff happening because I clicked this before, this little plus button, and none of this showed up. All right, so let's, this is my last attempt here. I'm gonna go to my physics, collision, custom, there's my physics. Simulate physics. Click off that. There, see? Okay, it worked that way, but if I did it the other way, okay, whatever. See, but this right here, this is what was supposed to happen the first time, and it did not happen. So, legitimate, that was just a bug. Buggy. Happy little bugs. But we're good now. So if I simulate, and I play, his tail moves, and if I stop it, no more. What is this error? it's what? Okay. But it says, is set to simulate physics, but collisions enabled is in. It is not set to simulate physics. It literally says right here. Whatever. Is that really? Okay, friends, you've just got to tell me to stop now. Like this isn't helping me. It's just, yeah. Okay, it's buggy. I get it, Corey. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Go this way.
It's a beautiful day. Eh? Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play. He's such a cute one.
I saw a little jerkiness there. And also, I realized the butterfly, like he needs to be fluttering well before we run into him. So let's go back. Perfect example of how much sweat and tears go into making a video. Well, this one's easy. That I wouldn't call this sweat or tears. I mean, headache, slightly, sure. But no, not necessarily sweat and tears. Okay, let's move this back a little bit. This is the offset for the fluttering of the butterfly. There you go. Just to get that there. Yeah, and then there was a part where he got too close to the.
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play.
Right there.
He's such a cute butterfly.
So he like pauses right there. So let's actually take that pause out.
Let's play. He's such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend.
And Silly Crocodile like almost hits him right there. So let's just be mindful of that. And so I feel like at that point, maybe it's that the butterfly is up higher. He just like jumps right there. Let's wait, why are, let's just grab this one and then we'll go on the Z axis.
Come here. I just want to be a friend.
And there was still that jump right there. So same thing. I'm just going to grab that Z axis. And then take this Z axis off.
Cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, so he goes into the bush right there. So here we need to plant a bush. Or just transplant a bush. So let's go to foliage, select bush, drag bush to here. And then we will move the butterfly into the bush for this spot here. Oops. Get out of that. Let's save. Dude, what? What is happening? What now? Movie scene into... Okay, maybe 5.4 is not what I should be using to film or to do filmmaking. 5.4 is buggy. Wow, okay. Geez. I have not had so many crashes before. How many crashes? It's been like 10 crashes so far? Is that right? Man. I am so shocked that this is so bad. All right, well. Did it save the stuff that we did? Okay, well, it put the bush there at least. But...
He's such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend.
Okay, so the stuff I just did with raising the butterfly there, it did not save. So right there, the butterfly should be up. So I'll just take here and then raise that Z axis up again. And why did it move it all the way over there? No, I just want this one. There, and then here, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit as well. And then it goes straight into there, save. And let's go to here. And we want the butterfly at the very end to land into the bush. So it's like the butterfly hides and then a bigger butterfly flies out. Right? Okay, cool. So let's check it. What? What now? What is this? What in the world? Okay. I don't know. This is terrible. Man, and maybe yeah, really, I feel like maybe I have to go backwards, dude. Oh man, but I just did such a good take. I don't want to like lose everything I've done just because Unreal can't handle it. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. This is something else. This is basic animation. This is not even like rocket surgery. Okay. But let's see. Did this at least save? Yes. Okay. It's saved up high. And it goes into there. Friends, I'm not even touching anything. Right? I'm leaving it right there. I'm going to turn this on. I'm just going to see if it randomly shuts itself down. Because I don't think the things that I was clicking on are causing this problem. I'm just going to give it a minute. Because if there's something else behind the scenes that's causing this, what else would it be? If it crashes again, for whatever other reason now, teach me what to do when Unreal keeps crashing. Yeah, it's like eliminate the problem. Like first, like read and try to figure out what it is. There's something about this right now that it doesn't like. And I don't know what. But it's not crashing now. Okay, if I move this player to the end of this scene here, and I just hit play, and I'm just...
Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play.
Oh, that part moved a little fast there. So, okay, if it's anything, it's gonna be something having to do with these keyframes, maybe. Save? No? Okay.
Play. You're such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend. Hey, what are you doing?
Okay. Butterfly flies into the bush, and then butterfly is supposed to disappear. Because we're then going to make another butterfly come out. So, right there, the butterfly disappears. Let's see if I can make it crash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here, hit this little plus sign. I'm going to go to actor hidden in game. And I'm going to go to the last spot we see him, which is like right there. And then right there, I'm going to say, yes, we see him. And then one frame forward, no, we don't. And I'm going to save. And everything's okay. Okay. So now that we have this other keyframe, I don't know why that did that. Save. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? Butterfly. Say that first. Butterfly.
Okay, he walks through the bush. That's kind of a problem. So we could always rotate the camera around. Or just do an offset for silly. Yeah, okay, we'll do an offset for silly. But for the butterfly itself, we can see the butterfly is still flapping along, as it does. Save. Don't crash. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do an offset for Silly Crocodile. And you'll see what that means in a second.
Hey, what are you doing? Butterfly. Say that first. Butterfly.
Okay, so right there, he goes into the bush. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to click on the silly crocodile, and then I'm going to go to this. This is a subsequence. And then I'm going to go to his position, which is going to be all the way at the bottom, the one that's going to control everything. And same thing like the butterfly when it was like flapping, I'm going to create an additive, or what I like to just call an offset. So I'm going to go to the plus logo and then go to additive. And I'm just going to say, I want that position where he's at. That's perfect. And then I'm going to just press play until I want him, or until he's back in a good position. There, that's a good position. I want him back there. So from this first keyframe, this is where he is in a good position. And then in this position, he is also in a good position. But everything in between, he is not quite in a good position. So now I'm going to slightly move him off of where he's currently at into a better spot. So here, notice he goes forward. I am going to take this, open it up, go to location. And then I will just slide him, maybe not that way. I'll slide him. Wait, what in the world is happening? Oh, because it's from here? Really? There you go. Okay, so I'm going to slide that off. This is weird. Crash. Okay, what's causing that? What? Oh, shoot, I didn't look at the... Man, this is the buggiest version of Unreal I have ever seen. For real. 5.4 is buggy. Can't even do offsets. Like basic little, like even the butterfly crashed. All right. I mean, if Unreal won't allow me to do my offsets, there's the other... There is another way to do this. It's not ideal, but if I just cheat the camera angles.
Hey, what do you do? Butterfly. C'est la poste.
Okay, so there he was good. We're going to try it one more time, but this time I'll save it.
Butterfly. Butterfly.
And there, he's good again. Okay, save. Okay. And see, it drives me nuts that I have that whole thing in there. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay, so if I move this, it's going to crash it. Yeah. Okay, so what's this say? What is this problem that we're experiencing here? So we should look this up here. Runtime core bit array. Login ID, Epid account, let's see, yeah, whatever. Index, source, runtime, core, public containers, bit array. I'm just going to copy this and then Google it. Like, see what happens, because there might be something that it turns up. All right, so let's just check. Google. Let's go here. Please help. There's a lot of please helps. Let's try specifically bitarray.h. And then 5.4. bug is so annoying. Does anybody have a workaround? Okay, so just got an email. Okay. So what is happening? Source, runtime, public containers, bit array. What is bit array? I don't know of any. I don't know of any AI that can fix this. I don't use AI at all, for very much. Interesting. Yeah. Shoot. Okay, here's an idea. I don't know if this is going to work, but we have to try everything. It might be, there might be like some sort of name problem. I mean, I don't know. I don't know for sure if this is the case. But we're going to try a couple of things. I'm going to try to go to my content folder, and then I'm going to fix, update, redirect references. Seems like everything's probably good there, just in case. And what was that thing called that I just had open? It was a bit array. I can't call bit array anywhere inside of the console. Oh, I'm not, Johnson. I'm not stressed by this. It's not a stressful thing. It's actually, believe it or not, like really exciting. If there's something I don't know, it's an opportunity to learn, because I do not experience a whole lot of crashes. Like, this is the most crash I have seen in any of my projects, probably in like 2 or 3 years. Like, this is the most I've ever seen crashing. So yeah, if I can solve whatever this problem is, man, that's like value, you know? And the funny thing is, it's like every time I go through these processes like this of trying to solve something, I learn like 9 other things in the process, you know? And sometimes I use those things. Okay. Does it have to do directly with the silly crocodile? Like, is there something about the silly crocodile character that's causing it? Or is it the level sequence? No, it was the level sequence because remember, we did the same thing with the butterfly, where I went to save the end or something like that, and then it crashed. So it's not the silly crocodile, though it could be the level sequence. Let me take a look at the level sequence again. Trying to see if there's anything else that I could possibly look at. Let's see, playback options. No. What is it? This is so fun, dude. This is a fun thing. Okay, did it save my other thing? It should have, yes. Okay. If I moved it right now, it will crash it. If I put a value in instead of moving it, will it crash it? I'm going to put a value in and see if it's the moving of the widget or if it's this. And if it's just an offset, then technically speaking, all I've got to do is do, like, if I just said 10, and then I hit that, it didn't. And if I, as soon as I hit, where did he end up? Okay. Whatever. Let's see what happens. And look, it saved it. It saved it. So it did the offset. But why did it set that to 10 when this should be 0? Why is that any of that? This is so weird. This is so weird. All right, let's delete. Let's try. This is so fun. Okay, set that. Now, all of these are at 0, correct? Save. Right? Now, if I move these to 10, and now it doesn't do it. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so that's something else. That's something else. Okay. If I save it, it saves it. So it has everything to do with dragging the character and not the data inside of here. Just like we had the same problem when we tried to do the manual simulation outside of it, but it worked here. Okay, oh, this is so fantastic. All right. But look, also, when I move it like this, notice how he's not deforming, whereas before it was deforming. Okay, so that's where I want him. I don't necessarily want him that high up here, so let's bring him closer. And right here, I want him away from the bush. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. Okay, right there, he's... I want him up there. And right here, I want him there. And right there, he's too far out. Bring him in and down. Save. Okay, there, you saw that. That was just keyframing. That was a keyframe offset instead of having to drag it from here. Now I'm going to make it crash on purpose. If I drag it from there and I move this, there it is. Okay, check it. I have officially pinpointed a problem. It had to do with the moving of the character of the widget. So now I'm a little bit closer to what it is that's causing the problem because I can recreate it. There are like 10 problems. Okay, so, oh darn it, I should have hit restart. Okay, now I'm going to recreate the problem again differently to see if that pinpoints the problem. The more that I can like narrow down what this problem is, the more likely it is that I will be able to find the bug and work around it, and to let Epic know where a bug exists. Castro, the reason that I think it's not necessarily the silly crocodile's anchor point was because we were having the same problems when I was moving around the butterfly. There was a couple times where I had the same exact crash when I moved the butterfly using the same thing. So I'm gonna try to recreate that before I go any further, just to eliminate that. So here's our butterfly. Did not create a thing. Okay, there it is right there. Okay. Well, I just did that. Now if I grab him. Okay, look at this. This crashed it earlier. Okay. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. What? I just hit undo. I just hit undo. What in? All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Undo again. Undo again. Undo again. Undo again. I just hit spacebar. Okay. What else? All right. Okay. Let's see if it's inside the subsequence, and maybe there's something wrong with the subsequence. If I try to move the crocodile inside the subsequence, there, caused the problem again. Okay. So if the crocodile's moved inside the subsequence, then there's something inside that subsequence that is causing that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. If that's the case, then maybe the time that I moved the butterfly, maybe I was in the subsequence. That's a possibility. All right. Yes. All right, so here's like attempt number 8,000. All right, let's go. Let's recreate the problem by going straight into the take itself. There's the take. Unlock the take. Save the take. I go into it, and down here at the bottom we should have our offset. There is our offset. Now, if I grab Silly Crocodile, and then I select the offset area and I move him, he crashes. All right, so we have narrowed down that the take recorder file is what's causing the issue. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, so, all right, we're going to do another test. We're going to do another, I like how it's like, we're going to make a video. Instead, we are troubleshooting. I need some cookies. I need cookies. I need sugar.
Sugar. I need sugar.
All right. Let's just do a recording, a take recorder recording. And I'm going to change up the way the Silly Crocodile is being called. I'm going to take off the that root animation thing. Because that should remove the other problems that I was experiencing. Okay. And let's Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. And change this to 30p. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to disregard the mouth for now. All right, that's fine. All right, oops. So let's check that take now. And if this take, if I have the same problems, let me hide my head. If I run into the same problems, then it's another thing. So this time with Silly Crocodile, you can see where his center is now. It's like he's, yeah, see, I don't have that giant bubble behind him. Now I can actually take him from his root center, which I wish I would have actually clicked that before, but that's okay, whatever. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the additive thing. Cool, and then we'll do additive here. And we're gonna drag him. Okay, so it had nothing to do, that's actually, sadly, that's good news. That means that had nothing to do with how I did take recorder. Okay. So it's not about the anchor point. Is it? Let's try, instead of it being the Silly Crocodile, let's try like a different character altogether. What if it was just a camera? Oops, I don't need to open that. What if it was just a camera and project settings, let's go to game modes, and then let's go to, yeah, we're already here, but let's go to, oh, which one do I want to do? Let's do that. Yeah, all right, grab that. And I need outliner 1. Where's my, there's another folder I'm looking for. My brain is thinking. I'm in thinking mode. I'm gonna go to world settings. And then inside world settings, I'm gonna change this to none so that when I play, I don't have Silly Crocodile. Okay. So let me grab this. Oh, well, this works. Okay. Man, I don't have anything set up for this. All right. I've really got to think this through. All right. Change this back to Silly Crocodile. Oops. That should be good. Yeah. Okay. If I go to simulate mode, actually, I'll put a camera in. That's what I should do. I should put a camera in. Let's go back to, actually, if I just, yeah, okay. If I gotta think of this through. I'm gonna create a new level sequence or take recorder thing. I'm gonna just bring a camera in. Here's the camera. And I'm going to pilot this camera, right? And details on the camera. I'm going to do 24 focal. So that's what I like for Silly Crocodile. And then I'm gonna go take recorder. And then I'm gonna grab the camera. And then I'll track the location of the camera. Yes. 30 FPS, doesn't really matter what FPS. And let's just say, oh, it's already, okay, here we go. So this is just me flying, seeing what happens, doesn't really matter. And I'll do some offsets. And if the offsets still have an issue, then I'll just not use additives, which is kind of a pain. Okay, there. So now I've flown the camera. Stop. Let's exit camera. Let's go back to camera, and we're going to open this up, and we should now see a camera. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd the camera go? Unlock. Let's find our camera that we just moved. There it is. And we can see our camera track. So now we have all of our camera track. And if I hit G, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Right. Okay. So now if I do the offset thing and it causes a problem, then that just means that 5.4 straight up just has an offset problem. But the other side of this is if I do the offset and it doesn't crash the program, then that means there's a problem with the Silly Crocodile in general. And going back to Castro's point, there might be something to that, but it's a deeper issue, not necessarily the anchor point. Okay, so create an additive. And that's okay. Then let's call that okay. And let's say we want to just like go up all of a sudden, but I'm only going to move it by clicking here. Damn. Damn. That's how it's supposed to work. Well, shoot. That tells me that 5.4 has changed something with Silly Crocodile's blueprint, which is really unfortunate. Really. Darn it. I keep closing that. Hit that one. Okay. Damn. I don't need these two. Okay. So this is if I don't fix this problem, then either I need to stop using 5.4 or I need to totally cheat the camera. But I think rather than hiding from the problem, I should figure out how to solve this problem. So, that being said, what is it inside of here that may be potentially causing the problem? Is it the way that the crocodile is built that 5.4 does not like? What is the problem? Or do I just finish this episode and then after I finish this episode, go back through? Because realistically, oh crap. No, I do have to get the offsets in there because how else am I going to get the Silly Crocodile to climb the tree? Oh, that's right. I can do it by, oh, damn. Okay. I can do it by hand keying, but not dragging. It's not through input mapping. Not the gaze. And that's input. It's not going to be input. Is it through the mesh itself? Or through capsule? There's got to be something else in here that I'm missing. Something very simple. Something new that I have no idea exists in 5.4. Bit array? No, bit array, that's like, I'm assuming that bit array has something to do with, well, you know what, let's just move forward. Let's move forward. In fact, maybe what I do is just get what I have now, like capture it, because I got a meeting in 20 minutes. And at least I can kind of like end this stream showing, hey, here's a thing, you know? Like that's like, I wanted to get all the way to the end, but with as many problems as I'm experiencing.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly.
Wait a minute. What? Oh. I'm on the wrong map. It automatically opened up another map. Okay, so butterfly chase. Game mode, no. There we go. Whew. Worried there for a second. Okay, and silly crocodile. I wonder if it's because he's spawnable. Oh crap. What if that's what it was? What if it was just doing this because I made him spawnable instead of possessable? Like, is that? I don't know. One way to find out. It might be a pretty good assumption. Okay, I'm gonna find silly crocodile. Oh yeah, okay. Where's our butterfly? Butterfly. Okay, jeez. Okay, butterfly. There we go. Okay. Save.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly.
Wait, what? Okay, so I thought I had moved this bush. But didn't we have a problem with this last time? We tried to move the bush or something. I don't know. I could have swore I did this already. Man, I don't know. I think I'm getting to a point where my brain needs a little break because this is like something else crazy. All right, save.
Oh, hi, butterfly.
And also, I'm pretty sure on this butterfly thing, I added more, oops. I added more of these guys in.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly.
Okay, and then save. And that bush needs to come down a little bit. Could probably grow slightly. Come down more.
This is a beautiful day. Oh, hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play.
And then I'll do some rotations on the butterfly later,
Oh,
but
hi, butterfly. Oh, I don't play. Let's play. He's such a cute butterfly. Come here. I just want to be a friend.
and that bush is gone. Wait, Did I guess I left it on the other? I must have left it here. Oh yeah, there's that, and then there's that. Okay. Oh man, my brain. Well, why is the butterfly there, but then in that bush it's... Whatever, I'll do it on both. Okay, let's see. Yeah, my brain's getting tired. It's totally getting tired. I think I'm in need of a break. Okay, guys, that's I think for now that's all I've got. I will, I think, probably put the stream on hold for now. I think that's a thing I can do. And yeah. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I got this meeting I got to do though. Anyway, I think that's it. Guys, I want to go further into this, but with the problems that I'm experiencing right now, I think it might actually be smart for me to take a break, step away, eat some food, have this meeting in 15 minutes, and then come back when I've got the problem solved. Whatever that problem is, I don't know, but it's definitely having to do with 5.4 and the way that Silly Crocodile is built and then called into a level sequence, which is a real pain. But I plan to figure it out, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.